responsibility of protecting the country's 480 kilometers coastal and river stretch from marine pollution.
Honorable Chair, page 6 of the Director General's report mentioned that the agency provide license and certificates for seaworthiness of vessels and sailboats. I went through the reports, but I haven't seen any statistics concerning those vessels which were not issued, which were disqualified.
Since its establishment, the Gambia Maritime Administration has registered 95 vessels and been challenged with inadequate financial muscle to breathe on its core responsibilities. However, deputies are concerned with its viability as an autonomous entity from the Gambia Ports Authority. Sit-ins were graced by Honorable Balagaba Jahumpa as their new minister conferred with the responsibility of overseeing National Assembly matters. Sit-in continues. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
The Minister of Youth and Sports has urged young people of the Gambia to make best use of the enabling environment created by the President for them to actively participate in the productive sectors. Aliu K. Jame was speaking at the end of the 10th edition of the National Youth Conference and Festival hosted by Bansang Central River Region.
This is Bansang, a cosmopolitan settlement sandwiched on one side by the River Gambia and hills on the other. It was the venue for this year's National Youth Conference and Festival. Having successfully played host to the 10th edition of the NECONF, by far the country's biggest youth gathering, this bustling Central River Region town finally bid farewell to the over 1,500 youths from all over the country and the sub-region who attended the week-long event at a spectacular, colorful closing ceremony marking the end of what was hailed by many as a successful NECONF. The biennial event brought together youths of diverse backgrounds from all over the country to discuss amongst themselves issues affecting them and draw up resolutions they think, when implemented by government, will better reorient and redirect youth participation in the productive sectors of the economy. Organizing the NECONF wasn't that all easy, but the hurdles that came along with such mega events were overcome. The governor of the host region could not have drawn the curtains down without acknowledging the support of those who made this gathering a success. Key among them President Jammeh. Governor Toure also commended the people of his region for all their support.
My speech will humbly be all about registering my heartfelt thanks to all who made NECONF 2012 a resounding success. This success, I'm gladly trumpeting today, would not have been registered without the ever intervention of the star of the nation, the hope of the youth, the savior of the women, and the future of generations yet to born. Hunger was totally scared away from the NECONF village. Food was in abundance, and peace and security was all over during this week. I therefore implore on all of you gathered here today to sincerely join me in thanking His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alaji Yaya A.J. Jammeh, for this donation in foodstuff, meat, and cash.
Chairman of the National Organizing Committee, Fabakary Kale, who with his team worked tirelessly, was delighted the conference ended without any major incident. He also hailed the conference participants for their high sense of discipline throughout the week-long gathering. The head of the National Organizing Committee, on behalf of the youths, appealed to government to implement the resolutions the conference delegates have toiled so hard to come up with, for they are tangible recommendations designed to address the plight of young people.
I would hereby like to make a special appeal to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the government of the Republic of the Gambia, partners and all stakeholders, that we must not allow this very hard labor of our young people to gather dust in our office drawers. I want to appeal, therefore, that we read these resolutions and take appropriate actions.
The Minister of Youth and Sports, who presided over the closing ceremony, equally registered his satisfaction, noting that government, through his ministry, will continue to provide the enabling environment for the youths to actively engage in the productive sectors of the country.
As we pack our bags and go home, I have no doubt that we have strengthened our friendships. We have built new friends. We have reaffirmed our allegiance to the course set out for us as youths of this country by His Excellency the President and his government. We have recommitted ourselves to the vision of His Excellency the President. And what are those visions? Those visions are for us, the youth people, as reflected in the theme of this conference, to get ourselves engaged meaningfully in the productive sectors of the economy. So if you go home and measure the success of this NECOF, I assume that you will measure it on the basis that we will have been engaged productively in the productive sectors of this economy.
Minister Jammeh used the platform to implore the conference participants to share their experiences back with their pals in their respective regions, before lashing out a stern warning to youths against detractors bent on derailing the country's development process. He promised that the resolution will not be left to gather dust.
Let's protect the integrity, the sovereignty of this country, the independence of this country. I said in my opening, we are a people of great people, of a great nation. Strong history and culture and tradition, of the highest sophistication. Yes, in this globalized world, we will get influences coming from all over the four corners of the world. But it is our responsibility to gauge and take.
The 10th National Youth Conference and Festival wrapped up with the award of trophies to winners of the various competitions. West Coast Region scooped most of the sporting trophies, winning both the football, athletics, wrestling, and volleyball prizes. North Bank Region's Maria Mandau was crowned Miss NEC of 2012, whilst Upper River Region won the cultural performance. Certificates were also awarded to the participants and institutions which supported the NECOF, amongst them personnel of the state broadcaster for giving the event a befitting coverage. This year's NECOF has been hailed as a success, but that success will be measured in 2014 when Lower River Region will play host to the next NECOF. Mumades Jalo, Grts.
Protests between opposition supporters and police turned violent in Togo after the government there denied the opposition license to hold a rally. And thousands gathered in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, to show solidarity with their absentee president, who is recuperating in a Cuban hospital. There's another stories when we come back.
It's NAWEC's highly anticipated spectacular gala dinner coming again. NAWEC's third annual gala dinner with Asanjai and Ngewel Geban. Other Gambian music delights like Jaliba Kuyate, Abu and Fafa will grace the stage. This is a night of significance. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at Senegambia Beach Hotel. Chief guest of honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jam. For platinum tables is $60,000, for diamond tables $50,000, for gold tables $40,000, for silver tables $35,000. Individual tickets are $1,500. The dance 26th of January 2013 at Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchami Hall, and the show is the 27th of January 2013 at Joko Brikama, a night with Asanjai, Jaliba Kuyate, and Abuan Fafa.
Lucozade Energy, energizing Gambia.
Welcome back to GRTS News. French President Francois Hollande has said that Paris is ready to intervene alongside their African partners to stop the Islamic insurgents in Mali. The UN Security Council has also convened an emergency meeting to address Bamako's request for assistance to stop the rebels from advancing. We have details of that story in this report.
President Francois Hollande sent a clear and firm message to Islamist groups in northern Mali on Wednesday. Hollande called the groups terrorists that are trying to deal a fatal blow to the very